What's up, everybody? Danny Boy here from Wave 89.1 Manila, and with me right now is the man, the legend, Russ. What's up, bro?
What's going on? Appreciate the intro.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I appreciate you. We talked a little bit off air, and we're so happy to have you. The Philippines is excited. We did announce that we'll be doing an interview with you soon.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been reacting. So I got some fan questions and stuff lined up for you.
Amazing.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. But before we get there, how's everything going, man? How's this new normal of social distancing treating you?
It's good. I don't know. It seems like Atlanta, everything is kind of back to normal, even if it quote unquote shouldn't be. But I don't know. I've enjoyed my time at home.
You're known to be like a workaholic, and other than not being able to perform or like be with huge crowds, is anything really different in terms of your workload and how you you work on your craft? I would imagine it's the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I'm sitting in the studio right now. It's in my basement, so nothing's changed as far as workflow. In fact, I'm making more stuff just because I get to be home. So I'm making more. It's like I've enjoyed it, to be honest.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna talk about the new track with Kehlani, Take You Back, in a bit. But allow me to kind of pick your brain and ask you those fan questions and like some just random stuff. No relation, it's just random. All right, here we go.
Also, for everyone that's gonna watch this, I just got out of the shower. That's why my face is red.
It's all good, man. Well, last year I got to sit down and chat with you briefly before your show here in Manila. What was your memory of the Philippines that you can take away that you still remember?
It lived up to the hype, for sure. Yeah, because I remember going into it like, I'm curious to see how crazy this show is, just because like the online response is like always been nuts from the Philippines. So it was dope to be like, oh, all right, y'all are like insane. You know?
And I remember you talking about jumping in the pool.
Yes, with Bazzi.
Right, with Bazzi, and like you lost your shoes or you gave them away or something? Something like that.
I think I threw my shoes and I lost one of my rings.
Oh man,
I remember correctly.
You seem like a really cool guy to party with too, so that must have been like awesome just being
I
there.
feel like I'm a good time.
So speaking of your tour, when everything goes back to normal, I'm sure Manila's gotta be a spot you return to, right?
Hell yeah.
Definitely. And I saw that you posted a schedule for next year during your North America tour, or is it just a US tour?
Yeah, that was just North America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, man, 2020, it was gonna be so crazy because I was going like everywhere, like Nigeria, Kenya, India, Philippines, Malaysia. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Just like everywhere. And Brazil, Argentina, Peru. Like I was about to be gone from May until December.
Wow.
Yeah, with like a couple weeks home, maybe.
That's crazy. Yeah. And any new spots that you haven't been to yet that you were supposed to go to during this?
Nigeria was like Nigeria, India, Kenya. Was it Kenya or was it Ghana? Maybe it was all three of those. But yeah, I haven't been to Argentina. I haven't been to Chile. I haven't been to a couple places I was gonna go to for the first time. And man, get this. You know, I'm so burnt about what happened because my birthday is September 26th, right?
What?
So I was gonna be on my birthday. No one knows. Get how fucking insane this is gonna be. September 25th, I was gonna be doing a show in Egypt at the pyramids.
What?
Meaning I would have been on stage when it struck midnight, my birthday, and I would be performing in front of the pyramids. Are you kidding?
I'm like, oh my god, that's like, crazy.
I'm gonna try to schedule it for next year at the same time because that's just the sickest birthday I can.
That would be amazing, bro. All right. Well, after your show last year, it seemed. Oh no, not after. During your show last year in Manila, it seemed like everybody knew every word to every song. Yeah. And you had a huge crowd reaction. I even saw that you got a little emotional, bro, during I think it was one of your songs.
Probably nobody knows.
Nobody knows. What brought that out of you, man? Those emotions and like.
That's an emotional ass song. That was like, that song was made during such a low point mentally for me, and it's like, I don't know, performing it. Sometimes I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes where I'm not fully emotionally connected to the song the same way I was when I wrote it, obviously. But sometimes on stage, I have those moments where I'm like, damn, you know, where you like, you go right back to that place.
Especially when the whole crowd's singing along word for word with you.
Yeah, like that. When they started singing it, I remember like, because I did it a cappella after the song ended. I did it a cappella, and then they just took over, and I was like, "This is crazy."
Goosebumps, bro. All right. So when you have a new song that's out, I know you're probably super like anxious to like go out and perform in front of a crowd, but with the current circumstances, of course, that's not possible right now. And do you ever think about doing maybe a live streaming concert?
No.
Really? Why not? You're not into that kind of stuff?
Here's the thing. Don't let these artists fool you. They're doing it for money. These artists are going broke right now. They're not on some like, I just want to, I still just want to be there for my fans. Shut up. You're going broke. You're going broke because y'all don't own your music. Y'all are making 90% of your income was coming from touring, which is now stopped. You're going broke and you need the money. You're not like, shut up. You're not this like amazing. I'm just trying to give back to the fans, man. I'm just nah. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, concerts are not meant to be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not even gonna do that to my fans. I'm not gonna do that to myself. That's not even what I worked hard for. I didn't work hard to perform in a room by myself. Like, it's not happening. I don't care how much money y'all throw at me. I don't need the money. I want to do things the right way. And that's the beautiful thing of financial freedom is when you don't need the money, you don't make decisions based off of I need the money.
Right.
How many let me ask you this question. How many artists do you think would be doing live shows if they didn't need the money?
Oh, very little.
Come on. All right. So that's my point.
Yeah. Very true.
I just think it's like I've like logged on and watched one of them before for 20 seconds. I was like, this is the shit I've ever seen.
Well, to be honest, it depends on the artist too, I guess. Right?
Nah, but still, I'm just like,
I get you though.
I'm like, what are we doing? Like, who gives a?
I get you, man. That's funny. Like, and you're the type of artist that interacts with fans online, anyways. You know what I mean? Just naturally. Yeah,
it's like
on your own.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can never say never, but that shit just. I'm not into it personally. If you're into it, I get it. That's cool, but I just
basically bottom line, you don't need the money like that. You're cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. I want to do things the right way. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, and it'll be that much sweeter. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Leave a little, like, I guess, waiting time for people to be more anxious.
Yeah.
I get that for sure. Now, back when you put out a song a week on SoundCloud for like 2 years straight, or maybe even more, which was freaking amazing, bro. Like, that's how I learned about you back in those days. And that was the platform back then. SoundCloud still exists.
It was. I caught it right in that sweet spot.
You did. Perfect timing. And now it's TikTok. So what are your feelings on TikTok?
I have a lot of feelings on TikTok. And I'll get into them.
Or bad.
So I think for starters, TikTok is dope because it provided another revenue stream for people in general. Like you see these people that I didn't know about before, that are making 70K a post or whatever the hell it is, which is cool. It's like anyone who makes an app that provides another revenue stream for people is sick. And then on top of that, it's helped artists blow up, which is also awesome. The problem is that I think we're entering and we're in a time where you're going to see the most one-hit wonders of all time.
Yes.
Because what TikTok is doing, it's making songs big. It's not making artists big. Like, it's the definition of we know your song, we don't know who you are. Like, a lot of these artists who blow up on TikTok, if you bumped into them on the street, you wouldn't even know who they are. Because all you know is 15 seconds of just the hit part of the song. And a lot of times, it's the hook, right? It's the hook that's catchy, and which is not even the main artist part. It's like a sample on the hook, or it's the beat, or it's the this. You know what I mean? It's like, man. And then what's happening, right? These artists are going viral on TikTok off of 15 seconds, not even a full song, out for 15 seconds, a label swoops in, throws $1 million at them just so that they can own the song forever. They have no intention of keeping these artists because they're not long-term career artists. They're just, here's $1 million, give me your song forever. I'll tell you that we're doing an album deal. We have no interest. We'll drop you in a year. And these artists go back to drawing board after a year of getting dropped from the label, and it's like you don't even own the hit song that blew you up. It's like, it's a crazy thing. You're about to see so many one-hit wonder, depressed, miserable stories, but it's cool if you know how to utilize it. I've utilized TikTok campaigns Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's the funny thing about TikTok is like what they want went dumb viral on TikTok randomly recently for no reason. Like I spend money on it, just randomly. Same with Psycho Part 2. And then the flip side of it is I've spent money at TikTok on songs and it didn't do anything. So it's like, I kind of like that though. I like that, you know what? You can't just spend money and it work. It's like, if it's going to work, it's going to work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So
yeah. Because I've even seen people do stuff for like recently.
Oh yeah? Okay, so that's a campaign that I just started.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if it works.
yeah, I've seen some clips because just random. My job is to always research, and I've seen some pop up with some.
Well, good for me.
Cool dance. Yeah,
I'm proud of y'all, TikTok. Thank you.
With social media being such a huge tool for music, one downside, of course, you talk about this all the time. Like everyone's a critic, everyone's a tough guy. Mr. Know-it-alls are out there. And I know we're all human, so it's got to affect certain artists like you. Like I'm sure, like most of the time, you can just brush it aside and whatever. But does it ever affect you? And like, how do you handle that type of?
No, people talking shit about my music has never affected me, despite what people think. It's people lying. That's the like annoying thing. Yeah. People lying, making up stories about me will affect anyone. I don't care who you are.
Right.
If there's a story out there about you that's not true, and it's public, you're obviously going to be like, this is some bull. I don't care who you are. Like, but people talk about my music, no. But then the other thing that is just like dumb to me and unnecessary is when people with a platform who don't know me at all choose to use their platform to mobilize negativity in my direction. It's like, at the end of the day, bro, you're doing what I'm doing in the sense that you're trying to make something out of nothing, build your platform, build your audience, and make a living off of it. So why are you the effects of like someone using their platform to just like send a narrative and negativity your way? Why? Like, I take that shit as offensive as it is, because it's one thing for Joe Schmo in Nebraska to be like RUSS, whatever. But if you have a platform and you're using your platform and whoever you are, your fans listen to you. So if you're using your platform and mobilizing your audience to have a certain perspective of me, I'm gonna take it as war, because that's what you're doing. You're taking your army of people and sending them my way. So that's like, I don't feel bad for people who have to deal with the consequences of that at all. I don't know y'all anyway. People get beat up every day anyway. So who cares?
Yeah, man. And also, it's so cool how we can see behind the scenes with artists like you. Back in the day when I was growing up, I'm older, so I didn't know much about my favorite artists growing up, except just their music or when they had interviews, right? And now we get to see, everything. Like if you decide to post a story or whatever the case. And can you imagine like people like, let's just say like Jordan during this era? Like,
I know. I don't know how I flip-flop on how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I just feel like there's less mystery, right?
Way less mystery.
Right, so because sometimes, or for me growing up, a lot of times, the mystery is what made me want to buy their record or made me want to watch their movie. On the flip side, there was times like I wish I knew more about Denzel. I wish I knew more about Pac, other than
because we're nosy by nature.
True. So this is like the good time for nosy people to be in your business, and like the whole social media thing about putting your music out there is definitely it's a good time for artists right now. The thing I have a problem with is artists that aren't like you, that don't put out quality, and they get big and they keep putting out garbage, and they have a market for it because they can easily just put something up on Spotify or whatever. So quality over quantity is kind of not a thing anymore.
No, although I don't think it should be, because it doesn't. Because I'll tell you why. No one cares. Like if you're trying to get on, and you can't put out. Let me rephrase this. You can't put out trash, right? Yeah. But if you're putting out good songs but they're not hits, no one cares. That like, oh bro, like that song didn't connect. That one, no one cares, because the reality is this: the only people who hear your songs that aren't hits are your fans, and your fans love when you give them music. They don't give what's going on, as long as it's not fucking terrible. Yeah. But they don't care what you get. Like, what? Give me music. I'm a fan. Now, the people on the outside who aren't your fans, they're only gonna hear your shit. It's only gonna make it to them if it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, So it doesn't matter. Like when I was flooding on SoundCloud, even I was just flooding. I'm flooding this year. It doesn't matter about like what songs. Like, okay, Take You Back is going crazy, right? And I'm about to drop the video, taking it to radio, doing the whole. You think anyone in the world cares about the other 9 songs I put out? No.
It makes sense.
No one's like, yeah. Like, look at Best on Earth. Best on Earth was I dropped a song every week for 6 weeks. Best on Earth was the 6th one. Do you think anyone in the world was like, it's a hit, but like, I can't let this slide with those other 5 songs you dropped? No one gives a. Artists get in their own way with that shit. They're too narcissistic and like ego driven, where they're like, nah, like if I put out this song and it doesn't do well, like I'm gonna look crazy. Like, no, bro, you're gonna look crazy if you try and hold back everything and attach results to every little. It's like, relax, just let the shit fly.
I love how you always in your interviews always drop jewels and gems and
I try.
Advice.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I think that's the thing I like most about you. Of course, your music is always dope, and I've been telling you that. But like, I feel like you feel like it's your calling to give advice and have a responsibility to those who care to listen to you. Like,
I do, because at the end of the day, it's like I have a platform, and I feel like I'm occupying this space for a given period of time where people give what I'm talking about. And while I'm here and occupying that space, I should use it, responsibly. So I think, my whole thing is no one has to listen to me. My way is not the only way. But it's like, I just feel like people should at least appreciate that I'm trying to provide an alternate route for you to go. You don't have to do it my way, but you're broke and you haven't figured it out yet. Maybe you should try my way. Yeah.
And you even wrote a book. It's all in your head. Man, when that came out, were you a little nervous excitement? Because, you're a musician. People don't know you as a writer, but did you have any nervous excitement about that?
No, I wasn't nervous at all. Because I think, like, once again, I knew that it was instantly going to my fans. You know what I'm saying? And I knew my fans were going to love it because I've already been giving that type of information in my music. So I knew they were going to love it. Like, I was so confident in that book because I've had that idea for several years. So, like, it was just one of those ideas that I knew. I was like, nah, this is out of here. This is just a crazy idea. It's on your head. The chapters are going to be song titles. Artworks are going to be the pages. Like, I just knew. I knew that was out of here,
Yeah, man. And I like how you use, like, I guess you can say your own type of emojis for your album art or your single art.
Yeah. The little icons.
Icons. I like that. Well, let's talk about the album Shake the Snow Globe, the deluxe edition. It was released a few months back, the deluxe, and it had a handful of tracks from there that affected or was on Manila radio. All right, so there was 3 that I can remember right now: 3 a.m. with Ty Dolla $ign, Guess What with Rick Ross, and Best on Earth with Via. I remember you even said it just a little bit earlier that you tweeted something like, "Hey, look at this. This is my the last song I posted from this project, and this is the one that made it to Billboard." And you were even saying like, "Yo, don't doubt yourself. Just keep making music and putting it out there." So just another piece of advice that you gave. Why did you not expect anything from Best on Earth? Is it because it sounds kind of different from what you're used to doing, or what was it? What was it about that song that kind of gave you low expectations and then having it actually be really successful?
I don't know. I don't know. I think because I'm trying to think back now.
Yeah, I just remember a tweet. You're like, "Yo, I know," and
I'm trying to even figure out myself why I didn't. I thought it was. I think everything I do is good, right? So let's say I think everything I do is good. I didn't think it was like incredible, I thought it was good. Like I think All To You is a better song, like a song like that, but I see why Best on. Now that it worked, I see why it worked. But I think also just because the night we did it so fast. But see, I'm talking all this shit. What the fuck am I talking about? Because there's also a clip of me in the studio talking about I was going platinum. So what am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I guess probably... but I think every song I do is gonna go platinum. So I don't like. I wasn't that crazy about it because I made it. And it was one of those I'm faded in the studio, so I'm just lit on the song. I think it's incredible when I'm doing it. Obviously, I wasn't making it being like this is okay. I'm like, this is incredible. This is hard.
Yeah.
But then you wake up, and you make some more. And it wasn't that I guess it's less that I didn't think that it wasn't incredible. It's that I made it February 2019, and by the time it came to like start putting together the album, it just got lost in the pile because I was just over it. Because as an artist, like my favorite is always my newest. So
right.
It was just one of those ones that was like old, and I didn't think much of it.
I see. So pleasantly surprised, basically.
Surprised. I wasn't. Put it like this: what it was, it's not that I didn't think it was incredible. It's incredible. What it was is that I wasn't excited about it as much. And people don't. Well, I think I've said this before. The verse I put on it in the studio that night is not the verse that's on there. That was the other reason. Because I was like, not the original verse I laid on it was cool, but it was just like, if you hear it compared to what I ended up putting on it, it's crazier. So when I changed the verse right before I put it out, I was like, oh, this is hard. Now this is hard. So I think that's what it was. I think it was a combination of it was old and I didn't like my verse.
I see. So everybody tuning in right now,
I just figured it out. It was old and I didn't like my verse.
Well, I'm glad we got an answer. All right, Russ, you've accomplished so much already, man. And I watched an interview you did with Charlemagne saying that one of the last things you want to accomplish is getting a Grammy. Is that still true?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, and I feel like you're gonna get one of these days, bro. With the
I'm gonna definitely get one, man. At some point, they're gonna give me one.
For sure.
I got to. I've been thinking about it and manifesting it for too long.
You manifest all your success so far, so why wouldn't that happen? I feel like it's gonna happen.
Thank you.
But after you do get your Grammy, what will be your next muse or motivation? What's next after that? Just the grind. I feel like you just love to work.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, like, you know, at this point, aside from the Grammy, the only thing left to do is do everything again.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Which is like, that's why you can't play for points though. Like a Grammy is a point. You know what I'm saying? Like platinum albums are points. I just love to make music. So like, after I'm done getting all the rewards and trophies, I'm still just gonna be sitting here like I love to make music. So
yeah,
I'm glad that was like, it wasn't something I was concerned about, but I'm glad that when I got money and when I got platinum albums and whatever, I was still like, all right, but I'm trying to go in the studio right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to winning a Grammy just so I can be like, all right, I've officially done everything. That's really the last thing on my bucket list. I did everything else. I went platinum on my debut. I sold out Staples Center. I bought my mom a beach house. I bought my sister a Range Rover.
Hey.
I mean, I did like, those were all the things when I was like 20 that were on my bucket list. So yeah, I mean,
you're gonna get it, bro. I know it.
I'm trying to think. I did everything. So you did, after
man.
The Grammy, I'm like, I need a new bucket list after the Grammy.
All right, now let's move on to those random fan questions. We got one from Ashley. Have you ever dated a Filipino girl? And if you haven't, you should. That's what Ashley's saying right now.
What clarifies dating?
Well, that's on you. What is your clarification? Like, you gotta. So no, the answer is no. But you've hung out.
I've never been in a relationship with a Filipino girl. No.
All right. Well, her comeback to that is,
but they are beautiful.
They are beautiful, and if you do, you have to prepare yourself for lots of food and karaoke. That's what she's saying.
Beautiful.
All right, Gina M. Who was the first artist you heard that gave you that spark to start rapping and singing?
Eminem.
Ooh, love that. Okay, you only have a choice of 3 artist catalogs to listen to for the rest of your life. Who would they be? The 3 artist catalogs. That's a tough one, actually. It's really tough.
Drake, Kanye, Nipsey.
Nice. All right. If you could time travel, would you go forward or backwards?
Ooh. Backwards.
But would you do anything, or you just want to observe?
I would move around some things.
I would too.
Yeah, going forwards is whack because then you come back and there's nothing to even live for. You already know what's gonna happen.
Very true. Very true.
You might as well go backwards and like make absolutely perfect. If you had to pick one.
Yeah. Susie's asking, do you have any weird phobias or fears?
Yeah, I'm sketched out about my collarbone since I was like 2. I don't think anyone's known that. Nobody knows that. I've never said that. But no one's asked the question. I would have answered that. But if somebody asked. Yeah, like, oh my God, bro. What?
All right.
You'd never get a tattoo that I would pass out. I would die.
Oh,
it's
man.
like a torture chamber.
That's crazy. All right. Well, This next part is have you ever used a burner account?
A burner account. Oh,
Yeah.
like Twitter and Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever dropped your phone in the toilet?
No.
Have you ever been catfished?
Yes.
What? All right. Have you
Like,
ever?
90 times. You know how many girls pop up and you're like, huh?
That's you? Okay. We know that your songs are from you, like your experiences. But have you ever written a song from the perspective of like a friend or a family member? Something happened to them, and then you wrote about it through their eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever broken? This is funny. Have you ever broken or ruined something by accident at like a friend's house, somebody's house, and you left it, not telling them anything?
No. The
I
first
have.
half of that, yes. The second half, no.
Oh man, I have. I just walked away. Oops, my bad. All right, back to the music now. Before you go, you just released "Take You Back." Amazing song, bro, with Kehlani.
Thank you.
It's number 5 on our countdown right now, and of
Let's
course,
go.
I think it's gonna climb after this interview.
Yeah.
How long did it take to conceptualize that and actually have it finally be released? Was it a long process?
Nah, that was just, man, that was just another night for me down here in the basement in the studio. And I've been trying to make a song with Kehlani for years, like 5 years. So I've been sending her stuff. We've been like, maintained a professional relationship, just texting songs back and forth, whatever. But or not her texting me songs, me just constantly trying to get her on songs.
Yeah.
So I sent her this one, and I was like, "Yo, this is the one." Yeah. And she was like, "Wow, I really like this," and she sent it back super fast, like 30 minutes. So
wow,
that was, and I knew once I heard her verse, I was like, "Out of here."
Once I even just heard you talk about it, like, "Yo, you're gonna be on a song with Kehlani," I was excited, and we all were, because the Philippines loves you and they love Kehlani hard, bro. It's crazy how your two fan bases here.
That's dope. She's fucking amazing.
She is. She was out here last year too for a show, and
really,
it was nuts. And like I said, Russ and Kehlani on the track. What? Come on, get out of here, man. Get out of here. And last time you were here, you were saying that you were impressed by the covers you see of your songs, and I see some for "Take You Back."
Where have they been at? I want to see some.
You haven't seen any? I've seen some. I've
been off Twitter for like 4 days, so maybe I'm missing out.
I've seen mostly like IG stories and stuff like that. The Philippines is a very musical country, bro.
Oh, I saw the kid do the guitar
with the camera inside, I think.
He's nuts. I don't even know how they film that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the one you're talking about is electrical guitar, I think.
No, it's what you're talking about. The acoustic guitar with the cameras like on the inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Insane.
So much talent all around the world, but Philippines, bro, I know you're gonna get a wave of covers from your Filipino fans. Very soon.
They always do them so much better than the song.
You said that last year too when I talked to you.
I'm like, you know how many times I've been on stage, bro, singing fans covers on accident, like in my head?
Oh yeah.
Bro, what? Like there's this one girl's cover of "Ain't Nobody Taking My Baby" there's like 2 of them that are so good that every time I'm on stage singing "Ain't Nobody Taking My Baby," I always want to sing their cover.
Their version.
Yeah.
So the video, what were the challenges during this, pandemic of shooting it? Anything out of the ordinary or nothing much?
No, I thought it was gonna. I guess I've just been lucky. I haven't really felt the pandemic at all.
Is it just your area? Because how is it in your area? Is it like, I guess, plateauing in terms of cases and things like that?
I don't know. I think the CDC doesn't know what is going on. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute it's this, next minute, actually, never mind. No, it's like, all right, I'm not, whatever. Like, man,
I'm so excited to see it, and everyone that's watching.
Yes, the video is crazy. It's coming. It's just, man, it's been a process.
And after this, I know you're always dropping music anyway. Any hints on what's next? Like, is anything else coming? Like, maybe
that nobody expects.
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna, because I asked you this question last year, so I'm not gonna ask you again. But I have some artists in mind right now that I wish you would work with, and I'm hoping it happens because you have a unique voice, and then whenever you blend with the right person, it just sounds amazing. Just like this Kehlani track, this "Take You Back" track. This is like a perfect song, and I don't mean to kill all interview, bro. I don't mean to like.
I'm glad you like it because I like me personally, bro. I think it's one of my. I mean, just from like a sonic standpoint, and really just from a feeling, like it's one of my favorite songs ever. like for sure. Like it's easily the best one I've dropped in this little like flood, but it just, I don't know, it feels special, especially when Kehlani comes in and does the harmonies. I'm like, man, they're just so I'm glad like when people like what I like, it feels good as far as my songs.
There you go. Well, one last message to all your fans out here in the Philippines and those watching around the globe right now, man.
Y'all are some of the best fans in the world. And it's funny, me and Illmind were talking about going out to the Philippines before the pandemic. We were talking about going out to the Philippines and just setting up shop and with a bunch of Filipino artists. And
oh man,
yeah,
don't tease us like that, bro.
I know, but then the pandemic hit. But it's one of these days we'll probably do that.
What's
We're gonna
great
go
is
out there and make a whole project or something.
what's great is you have the Philippines in mind, so that alone makes us really, really happy. I'm so glad you're here.
Mahal Kita to all my Filipino fans.
Hey, thank you so much, Russ, for your time. We appreciate you. We're gonna really support you whatever you do, man. Because
thank you, man.
And everyone watching right now, you know what to do. Stream Russ's new track, Take You Back with Kehlani. Watch the video, share it with all your friends, and vote because it's at number 5 right now.
And we're up against like K-pop people, which is insanely difficult to.
That's a great thing. You're on the countdown with those crazy fan bases, man. They're crazy. Yeah. I don't even think they hear the song sometimes. They just vote anyway.
No,
anyway,
just,
whatever.
I need some of those.
Maybe you got to work with someone like that one day.
I know.
Maybe. All right. Russ, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, man.
All right. God bless. Peace, man.